Hello and welcome to Nickton Gaming's Rising Test example. So for this video I've created a rising text generator. This will generate a prefab at a spot of your choosing or on the object at a spot, and it will move it into the air as it fades it away. You can find this on the Unity asset store for free, and it will come with the prefabs, an example scene as you see right here, and then 3 scripts. All you really need is the rising text object and the rising text script, and I will explain to you how it works, and then I will show you an example. So on my canvas itself, you can see that I have the example controller, and I also have my rising text. All you really need is the rising text, and I am setting the default parent through the example controller. So there is no need to worry about that at the moment. And to show you how it works, I've set up this example where you can press the C key on your keyboard to create a new rising text object. And if you look over in my hierarchy, when I press C, you will see that a rising text prefab has created. Then, if I want to spawn text in this location, or if I want to spawn text in this location, and you can see that it sets the object as the parent, and then it will instantiate it in the middle and at a random width. I can also add some text, so added text, or if you're playing Dance Dance Revolution and you want to say great, or perfect, like you get with those dancing. You can also change the speed at which the text rises. So I have the default to a speed of 1, as you can see here. But say I wanted a bit slower, I'll set it to 0.5, and now it's moving much slower. Even 0.25 to make it a quarter as fast. I don't recommend setting it too high, because then it's a bit hard to see. Like if it's at 5, it's just right off, and it looks more like a particle system. That is another great thing about my scripts, is they do not use the particle system, so everything runs much smoother and faster than having to run that whole system, which I've seen people use before for simple rising text, and it's overkill. So let me set this back at something like 0.25, and then the speed at which the text fades, it goes from 1 to 0. So it definitely needs to be a decimal point less than 1. And I recommend something like 0.01, which is what it's at now. And you can see how that fades. If you set it to something like 0.1, you'll see it fade very fast in just 10 frames, because this is ran through the update and not the fixed update or with time.delta time. But now we can say we want to fade it even slower, so 0.05, so even half as slow. And you get a really nice slow fade on it. And that's my example. I hope that you can go to the Unity Asset Store to download the rising text that I have uploaded there, and I hope that it works out and solves your issues like it has with mine. Now, one last thing that I want to show in my video is a working example of the rising text. Now, this is a solitaire pack that I have published on my itch.io, and inside of it I do actually use the rising text. It's where I originally created it. Now you have a score, and this is the typical pyramid game, and when you remove the king you can see the text fading away. So it will be useful in times like these. And fully customizable, as you can see. You can set the prefab to how you want it. I believe it might be used here as well. Yes. Okay, and there's my rising score in action. I look forward to hearing your feedback, and thank you for watching the video.